we've been in a period of time where over the years, ETH has slowly been kind of gaining traction on Bitcoin, and that over time, if I had to put a bet down on the table in 5 years' time, do I think that ETH will outperform Bitcoin percentage-wise? I would probably say yes, because generally ETH is in a pattern where it's kind of slowly gaining its own ground versus Bitcoin. And the best way to understand how one asset is working against another, especially in crypto, as we're dealing with currencies, is to look at them directly versus one another. So if I share my screen again, hope that's pulled up. So this is the ETH to Bitcoin pair. This is actually something I did post on Alpha Impact a while ago. I think, let's figure out when this was. This was November last year. So I think I did make a post about ETH. So let's have a look. So I think I pretty much said, okay, I'm expecting an outperformance in ETH Bitcoin based on the pair. So ETH. Should find it. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So yeah, November 30th actually was. Here we go. So I said, okay, I had to rotate most of my Bitcoin into ETH. Looks like a big outperformance on the horizon. So what day was that? November 30th. So on November 30th, we were sitting right about here. So I think I told you pretty much on the day. And then, we broke out of this triangle pattern, which I've put in blue here. You see, we got quite a nice bit of momentum. I don't know exactly what that rally was, but let's put a percentage on that. So that was a nice, 15% or so gain on your Bitcoin to Ethereum pair. So that's an interesting concept, right? Because that's not against the dollar, that's how much you've made against Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin was actually going up in that period of time, not only have you made that gain in the Bitcoin return, you've actually gained another 15% on top of it because you're holding Ethereum instead. So yeah, that's just another little example. But to kind of continue where this pattern is now, we can see that there was a long period here between April and kind of early May where we were very close. I actually was going to make a post, but I wasn't ready to make it because I wasn't 100% convinced of the move. And as you can see, it never actually properly materialized. But now you can see we're at a very interesting place. You've got these higher lows forming, and we've got this ETH to Bitcoin pair starting to move upwards. So this is something to watch out. Maybe ETH could have a little run over the next couple of days. It's very possible, but this is an area I'll be watching out for. I think this red box I've put on the screen here, this is the altcoin capitulation box, I'm going to call it, right? If we hit this box on ETH to Bitcoin pair, it's not looking good for the rest of the market because, ETH can represent how the altcoins are going to act to some extent. It's close to Bitcoin, but it's also close to the altcoins. It's kind of the in-between coin. So if ETH to Bitcoin's losing its power, that's not a good thing. And maybe one other quick thing I could show here is that I've got a different watch list. So these are all my kind of main pairs, things I look at. Actually, I'm not going to show it now because it's a bit too slow. But the idea is I've got another watch list where I have all different cryptocurrencies versus their Bitcoin pairs. And this is a really interesting kind of mentality to get into, to look at these kind of comparisons where you look at all of your altcoins or altcoins you're interested in, and you marry them up with the Bitcoin pair. And you switch that to maybe a higher time frame chart, maybe a weekly chart, or at least a day chart, right? And you just look at the pattern and the trend. And I can guarantee you that pretty much any pair you'll look at for Bitcoin to an altcoin over the last month or 2 months, they've just been bleeding. They've just been slowly declining. Yes, there are rallies on a day of 10, 15%, like you've seen Phantom today, having a great day and things like that. But when I'm not interested in the day trade swing. I'm interested in long-term momentum.